With U.S. elections coming up in November, I want to take a look at U.S. arms sales from both administrations that are going to run. Looking at the Harris administration, what can we expect in terms of future cooperation with Taiwan and providing weapons to Taiwan?
I think what we can expect is tightly managed security assistance. There quite rightly will be focus on training. There will quite rightly be focus on political engagement as it relates to defense issues. In respect to arms sales, we'll see a steady cadence as we have done through Mr. Biden's government, but it will be tightly managed. Even though we've had a good number of arms sales to Taiwan over the Biden administration, they've been modest, and as a U.S. TBC, the U.S. Taiwan Business Council, has noted, they have been almost exclusively sustainment and munitions. No larger platforms, no focus on the sorts of platforms and systems that can assist with blockade, with quarantine, with gray zone. That for the most part has been completely ignored.
And we've seen what a Trump administration has provided to Taiwan in his time in office. What can we expect from part two of a potential Trump administration? Are we going to see a continuation of these big ticket purchases, these really expensive platforms to Taiwan for its defense?
I mean, we just the data quickly going back through the Clinton administration, Mr. Trump sold more weapons in 4 years than the Clinton administration sold in 8, the Bush administration sold in 8, the Obama administration sold in 8, and Mr. Biden's government sold in 4. So certainly we had a permissive environment. And, it was partly related to the fact that the process had been broken under Mr. Obama and that it needed to be fixed. So there had been an extended arms freeze during the Obama administration. So there was a great deal of pent-up demand, and that was released into a permissive environment, and as you correctly note, we got some large sales.
Former President Trump has made some pretty controversial comments about Taiwan not paying for its defense. Do you think that sat well with Taiwan? Or do you think it's going to make maybe Taiwan think twice about engaging with the United States and instead going maybe elsewhere to find weapons and defense assistance against the threat it's facing?
Taiwan has nowhere else to go other than the United States. The United States is the most powerful military in the world, comfortably, and there is no going the other way. A partnership with the United States is essential to Taiwan's sovereignty. So that's not the issue at play here. I think what's important is to understand the context of Mr. Trump's comments. Where I put them was in the same context as Mr. Trump's comments and pressure on Korea and Japan in his term in office, where he raised the pressure on them to do more, to expend more, to contribute more to their own defense. But I think, and in fairness, there's bipartisan consensus here. Taiwan does need to do more. Taiwan does need to spend more. And that in that regard, he's absolutely right.